Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to more Endless Scrap Mechanic. Now, I am very excited for today's video because I have finished the Aerial Firefighting Plane. And this build was started during a live stream, so guys, if you were at the live stream, then let me know down in the comments. And in case you don't already know, there's Scrap Mechanic live streams here on the channel every Tuesdays and Thursdays. But anyway, I've got the finished plane right there behind me, and I've also created this really awesome tree that is made to burn. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. We're going to be setting trees on fire, and then we're going to try and use this plane to put those fires out. Now, this is a video where I do have destruction cam ready to go because we're going to be flying around trying to put water down there. It's going to be really difficult to see what is going on. So we've got destruction cam, and we're going to get a great view of this firefighting action, or maybe hopefully actually putting fires out. So, before we check out the plane, I am going to first show you what the burning tree is like. Now, these are both going to be on the Steam Workshop. You're going to be able to get the tree as well as the plane. They are kind of supposed to work together, and that is because on the plane, there is a button that you can press that sets the tree on fire. Now, in this case here, though, I have a separate tree. Now, I'm going to give you a sneak peek all the way over there on the other side of the canyon. We have 4 of these trees set up, ready to burn and ready to try and put out with that plane. But I have a unique one here that is different from those, just to show you what it's going to look like before we get into the plane. So I have here a button with a wireless transmitter, and the transmitter up there is going to receive the signal and set the thing on fire from the top. Here we go. I'm going to press this button, press and hold for 1, 2, 3. There we go. That should be good. And there it is. Okay, look at that, guys. We can see the flames have only just begun. So now, what would normally be happening is I would be in the plane, flying around, and coming up for an approach and trying to dump water on this. But look at this, guys. The tree is burning. It's really catching on fire. Oh my goodness. It's just spreading faster and faster. So you can imagine, once we're in the air, this is going to be like a high-stress situation, trying to get over these trees with some water, trying to save them. Oh my goodness. The branch just fell. Now, this is actually really interesting about these trees, and I think it almost happens every single time. When this branch falls, it sets this bottom part of the tree on fire. I think it's pretty reliable. Look at this. The branches are falling. The fire has spread down to the bottom here as well. Oh my goodness. There is not a lot of time. So what I'm thinking is I need to like set a rule for myself where when I take off from this canyon top right here, I'm going to like have to like position myself, and then maybe before I turn around, I start the fire. But I think no matter what, I'm not going to be able to put all of these trees out at once. So some of them are going to keep burning. I might be able to save a couple of them, but we're going to have to do a few passes to try and put them out. Look at this. Whoa. It's like flipping over. Okay, look, we're losing some of the support beam on the bottom. So this does get kind of laggy though, guys. I only have 1 burning right now. I can hear my computer. It's having a good time. But I have 4 over there. Now, I would have put more, but I feel like 4 might be the limit. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm going to show you guys the controls for this plane on the ground, so that way when we get into the air, we can just kind of focus on the firefighting. Now, on the left side of this plane, there is a switch right here that you can use to press and open up the door. Now, you can see we have a nice little step right there that we can use to get up into the plane. Now, I like to just get into the seat and then hop out of the seat, and then it kind of just pushes you back into the center here. Now, look at this, guys. We have here our water system. So this is all of our water cannons that we're going to be using to dump the water, trying to put the fire out. I tried to add some detail on the inside here. Now, I did go a little overboard with the surface panels. Everything you see inside of this plane right now is covered with a surface panel, and that's because if you look on the outside, the plane is yellow and black and red, but if you go on the inside, it's all gray. And like I mentioned, guys, that is all surface panels. There we go. Now the plane is on a lift, so that way I can show you everything. So we're gonna press 1 here. This is your propellers. Now these don't do anything. They just spin. Looks really cool. It doesn't actually apply any forces. The 2 switch, I'm not gonna press now, but that is your forward thrust. That's what you're gonna wanna use to take off. Now this plane does have, I believe it's about half gravity or somewhere around there, and that's just so that the plane can fly a little bit slower and give you a little bit more time to line up your target with the trees. And I do have the 3 switch. Now, the 3 switch is used actually to slow yourself down mid-air. So it's kind of like an air stopper. You're flying, it'll slow your rate down again. Now, 4, this is pretty interesting. Okay, I'm on the lift, so it's gonna kind of look a little funny, but there you go. 4 is the hatch that you open to allow for the water to come out. So I can press it again, and then if you press 5, you can see there it is, the water starts coming out. Now 6, I'm not going to press because 6 is the button that you use to activate those trees that you spawn in. So don't press 6 until you're ready to try and start putting out the fire. So I'm gonna skip over 6 and I am going to press 7. Now 7, okay, this is kind of interesting actually. So I have to shut the hatch again, and 7 is used to scoop up water actually. So I wanted to add a little bit of a mechanism that allows for you to scoop up the water. Now this entire world is surrounded by an ocean, so we can use that to try and simulate it, and then once we do that, we're gonna get up into the air and set the trees on fire. Now 8 is your landing gear. I'm really happy with the way the landing gear turned out, because you can see once I press it, the landing gear goes up, and then those little covers go over the holes, and you can see it's just a very sleek bottom of the plane. There's no bumps whatsoever. Really happy with that. Now 9 is an interesting one. So right now, when I'm on the ground with the wheels out, I can use W, A, S, and D, and you can see nothing is happening with the ground movement. Now we have our little ailerons and stuff, everything over there, that's all moving just fine, but like I said, we can't drive around. But when you press the 9 switch, it activates a secondary function for your W and S, and that is the forward and backward movement. So when you're actually on the ground, if you have like a runway at an airport or something like that, you can actually taxi yourself around, and it does work pretty well. So this is all thruster based though, but the key thing is I have 2 thrusters near the front of the plane. That puts a lot of downward force on that front wheel system there, so you can see we actually do get quite a bit of maneuverability on the ground. And like I mentioned, you can use the S key as well to back up, so you can do some reverse movement as well. So it's a very smooth transition to be able to go from that, and then of course when you go up into the air, you're gonna have to turn off your 9 key, and then you can no longer drive on the ground. Alright, so we're all ready for takeoff now. Now I just did a test on trying to collect water, and I realized I go right through the water, so it's impossible to do that. So we're gonna skip that part. It's a waste of time anyway. I just want to get into the air and try and put some fires out. So here we go, guys. Let's spin the blades up. Destruction cam is over there. I am ready to go, so let's try this out. Alright, we're collecting speed now. And the takeoff is really good, guys. Low gravity with the wing mod works very, very well. Okay, there we go. We are now in the air, ready for some firefighting action. Okay, so here we are now. I'm going to press 6. I am activating the flames. Destruction cam is going to see whether or not it actually worked. Now, I think it did. I can actually see it from here. The flames are good to go. So let's keep on turning. This is the tough part, guys, is trying to line up with your target. Okay, there we go. Open the hatch. Okay, we're only gonna run it with 1. Okay, here we go. Drop the water. Okay, we're dropping the water. That looks good. That looks like a good hit. I don't know if that was enough. Okay, we gotta go for another pass. I gotta open both of these bays. But this does look like I am lining up for a really good pass here. Let's see if I can't get this one lined up nicely. Keep on turning over. Okay, this is it. This is the run right here. I feel like we are going to be really close to lined up. Just come back this way to the left a little bit. Okay, there we go. Unload the water. Come on, water. Make it to your target. Uh-oh, did I just miss? Okay, no, I think I might have hit some. I don't know. We're going to see. And just so you guys know, this is a very laggy experience as well. I'm really pushing the limits of Scrap Mechanic flying this plane. I've got the fire going. I've got the water going. It's almost like at some points it's a little bit too much to handle. But I mean, this is still amazing. I can't believe we are able to do this in the game now. Now, I'm just going to try and go for a really tight pass here. This is not how you would do this at all, guys. But here we go. Let's try and get some water out. Okay, that looks like it might be a good shot. Oh, yeah. Come on. Turn the water off. Oh, yeah, look at that. That was a perfect line. I don't even know if the water is actually even doing anything at this point, to be honest with you. All right, so we're gonna try that again. This time I've gotten rid of the door on the plane. I got rid of all of the bottom doors there as well, and we only have 2 trees this time. That was a little too laggy for my liking and probably yours as well. So hopefully this is gonna be a smoother experience, way less lag, because I think the door on this was actually causing most of the lag to begin with. But here we go, guys. Let's get up into the air again. We're gonna try this with probably way more frames. Uh-oh. I almost... Okay, we're good? Okay, geez, okay. That's not how you take off in a plane. All right, so I'm about to start my 180 maneuver. So I am going to activate the flames now. There they go. The destruction cam should be seeing that, no problem. And like I mentioned, guys, this is way smoother. The doors, that's... You know what? If you ever wonder, oh, Moonbo, why don't you put doors on any of your cars and things? This is why. Let's try and get right over top of these flames here before they even get a chance to get too big. Oh, this is so much easier. All right, here we go. Water out. Nice. Oh, that went like right in between the 2 trees. Are you kidding me? I went right in between the 2 trees. All right, here we go. Another wide pass. This is still pretty difficult. I thought this was going to be a little bit easier, but I'm realizing now that it is not easy to line your plane up with these flames whatsoever. But this might be a good pass right here. Let's try it out. There goes the water. Nope, I think I just missed it. All right, it's time for one final pass. This time I'm going to cheat a little bit. The first lineup setup is going to be directly at the trees. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I've already burned down 2 forests, guys. I can't afford to lose another one. So I'm just going to start the fire right now. There we go. You can see it in the distance. And here we go. I'm just going to take off right towards those trees. And hopefully, maybe I am able to just put them out instantly from right here. Okay, I hit it. All right, here comes a low pass. I am already losing this entire forest, guys. There's like nothing left here. Let's just try it from here like this, maybe. Crazy angle shot. Oh, that looked good. I must have put some fire out. Okay, I'm thinking now, though, it doesn't matter if I have perfect aim when I'm trying to put these fires out, because there's just not enough concentrated water in one spot. Maybe when I see the destruction cam footage, there might be some evidence of some of those flames getting put out. But at the end of the day, I just don't think this is like a realistic amount of volume of water that will ever be enough to put these flames out. And I mean, let alone the fact that it's hard enough just to try and line it up. All right, so like I mentioned, guys, I've been having a hard time trying to hit the target accurately, but I'm also convinced that the water, there isn't enough water. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to create a very large flat target that we are going to set on fire, and I'm going to try and put the fire out, at least in some type of like line. And this is just to kind of confirm how effective this aerial firefighter plane actually is. All right, so for a final experiment, I am going to set this giant platform on fire. We're gonna let the fire spread a little bit, and then we're gonna fly over and try and just get a straight shot across the entire thing. And I just want to see how effective this water actually is, because I'm convinced that despite being able to actually hit these targets every now and then, it just wasn't being effective because of the lack of water. And of course, guys, I've got the destruction cam over here. Destruction cam is all set up and ready to go. All right, so here we go. Straight shot to the platform. Let's get the propellers spinning. Let's set the platform on fire. Okay, there we go. It seems to be working. Now, I'm just gonna wait a moment. I'm gonna let that fire spread a little bit. Oh my god, it looks like it's spreading quite a bit. All right, so it seems like there should be a decent amount of fire over there for this controlled test. We're gonna try and take off. I'm just gonna fly straight up and over it. Very easy. There we go. And turn the water on. Okay, and slow down a bit. And there's a good pass. That was like a 100% good pass. And I feel like it's just not enough. The fire is just way too intense. Wow. So guys, that is going to be the aerial firefighting plane and trying to put out forest fires. Keyword here, guys, is trying. I'm convinced it's probably something that's almost impossible. Or if there was a way to control fire with a little bit more control in the sense that, like, I could maybe make it so that the fire burns, but it doesn't destroy stuff. That would be pretty cool. If there was fire that could burn, but didn't destroy things that you could still put out, then that way I would have a little bit more time to maybe actually put stuff out, or maybe even actually put it out in general. Now, I wonder what's going on with Destruction Cam right now. Oh god, that is not good. Okay, well, then maybe we can do one final quick pass here to maybe save our beloved Destruction Cam. All right, here we go. Drop the water down. Come on, Destruction Cam, we're gonna save you. It looks like, okay, no, my accuracy is so bad. Destruction Cam is gone. Oh my goodness, guys, this is terrible. All right, so yeah, this is the video. Thank you so much for watching. Check these out on the workshop if you want to try and do something like that. It's totally up to you. That is going to be the video for today. If you guys did enjoy the build or the video, then let me know by hitting that like button. And if you guys want to tune in for some more Endless Scrap Mechanic, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and maybe even turn on some notifications so you can get the latest and the craziest coming from me in Scrap Mechanic. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will be seeing you in the next one, so bye for now.